Welcome to Rose Call. My name is Thee, Thee. We're going to be journaling with oracle cards with the energies of Mary Magdalene, the Rose, and Mother Mary. Hopefully, I can read today. And yeah. Mary Magdalene. Rose. Mother Mary. The dove. Spirit speaks through the body. The body never lies. Those ideas you get, those epiphanies, those aha moments, the downloads we get, the sparks of intuition, that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach when you're in a certain environment or around a certain person. The body never lies. If we know how to listen, the body affirms for us. If we know how to listen, the body affirms for us when someone is telling the truth. Or the body affirms when the divine is communicating to us, not through words, but directly through the wisdom of the heart. The symbol of the dove has been associated with the Holy Spirit, that intangible yet versatile experience of being moved from within, of being inspired directly as if through the bloodstream, as if our bones can speak, as if the heart itself is actually a receiver, a radio. And spirit sometimes suddenly makes our connection to the divine radiantly clear. The body receives messages directly from spirit. If we're open to perceiving that holy proximity we have to the divine. Sometimes it's a surge of hope, like a deeper intake of air, an expansion of the rib cage. Sometimes it's in a chill that races down the spine and makes all the tiny hairs on our forearms stand straight up. Sometimes it's an irregular heartbeat, as if the heart could communicate to us in Morse code. Mary Magdalene has been associated with the dove as a symbol of the beloved and as an affirmation that there is thorough my mom texted me. She got my cat. She's trying to keep my cat. Mary Magdalene has been associated with the dove as a symbol of the beloved and as an affirmation that is through the feminine within all of us that we receive divine messages. This passage from the Song of Songs has always made me think of Mary. My dove in the hidden place of rocks, in the secret places of the cliffs, show me your form and let me hear your voice. Mary, in essence, is the dove because she could perceive Christ from within her. She could hear the language of her own heart, her own body. The dove reminds us to listen to the affirmation the body gives us all throughout the day about what's most true for us, about what resonates, about how to be led from within. The dove is about listening inwardly to those discrete sensations that can't be validated from anyone outside of us, but that we just know because we sense what's true. And because we trust this beloved body, we trust that spirit tells us miraculously in hidden places, the secret places of our own heart. Soul voice meditation. What is spirit communicating to me right now through my body? What is spirit communicating to me right now through my body? Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. It's safe to be the dove. It's safe for you to be you. It's safe for you to be girly, to be feminine. It's safe for you to be however you want to be. There's nothing wrong with you. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. You're not broken. You're a part of the ever-changing nature of life. Ever-changing, ever-changing, ever-changing. Change is your natural state. The rose knows that you were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that's normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. Healing is happening every moment of every day. You're returning to your true state every moment of every day. Call in your support team of people who can hold you in that, who can trust in the grace of your natural state. A true healer knows that they're not the one doing the healing, rather holding the vision of their return to wholeness, knowing that wholeness isn't a stagnant state. When you embrace all parts of life, from the ecstasy to the agony, the joy to the grief, the bloom to the fall, the bud to the rose hip, you realize that healing is always happening. And life is on your side. No one is immune to the polarity of this human experience. The only way through it is to embrace all parts of it, the light and the shadow. And as any healer or initiate knows, the only way to the light is to embrace the shadow within. The shadow, and sometimes the pain, is a portal to your liberation. You're not broken, you're healing. Healing is happening. Trust in the timing of life. Rose transmission. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. So when I read the light and the shadow and embracing the shadow, I heard Carl Jung, Jung, Carl Jung. Is that how you say it? Anyway, if you've never heard of him, if you've been curious about him, you should dive into it, because like his teachings, his perception, his psychology is pretty good. Our Lady of Sacred Waters. I am the sacred guardian of the holy waters. I offer you cleansing, healing, regeneration, and the miracle of life. I bring you the blessing of moving forward through emotionally letting go. I honor and support your emotional life, helping you tap into its potential healing power. Dive into the sacred waters of your being, and I will greet you as you emerge renewed and ready for the next stage of your life journey. We hold the earth in our bodies, the air in our breath, the fire in our hearts and bellies. We also hold the endless depths of sacred waters in our emotional field. We can use these different parts of us to live our lives, our bodies for movement and connection, the fire within to fuel us with motivation, and the air for inspiration. We can allow the flow of emotional waters to gift us with cleansing, healing. These different elements have their own valuable purpose in our life and spiritual growth. There are moments, however, when only the flow of emotional waters can really bring us healing. No matter how we may try to forge ahead with the fire of motivation, or make fresh, new, inspired plans, or attempt to bring situations to a head through practical means, sometimes we cannot gain any traction through those methods until we let our emotions flow. The Oracle of Our Lady of Sacred Waters brings you guidance that you will benefit greatly from more deeply exploring emotional expression at this time. This might involve speaking your emotional truths from the heart without fear of ridicule or rejection or needing validation from another, but expressing them simply because they are your own feelings and have innate value to you. It might involve journaling, or it might involve writing letters to people from your past, which you do not send, saying that you all have to say that you have not been able to say, so that you can gain closure and let go. This process makes more energy available to you. You might need some time alone to grieve. You might even need some time to really connect with your happiness and feelings of satisfaction after coming through a difficult time. To let joy flood your being through dance, playfulness, and nature. This oracle comes at this time when great movement eternally will push external forms in your life to change. Your emotional release is energetically influential and can move your world, helping you step forward with easy gratefulness. Claim your right to your emotional truths and expressions. Write, dance, cry, yell, hug the trees, and place your body on the earth or in the ocean. Relax into feeling held. Let your body express its emotional energies and know that these are the very waters that will nourish the garden of your life into bloom. This oracle also brings a particular message. What you have been sensing emotionally has merit and usefulness, even if there is no logical explanation or supportive physical evidence as yet. Things are not always as they seem, but your emotional instincts will let you know what you need to know. Trust them. Assessing our emotions can be a skill that many of us need to learn. After being trained by social conditioning or to push them to one side and be governed by our intellectual processes instead. If you are finding it difficult to really access your emotions, the following healing process will help you learn this valuable skill. Don't worry if you need to repeat the healing process once a week, for example, for the few months, or every day for a week, 2 or 3. You will become increasingly emotionally intelligent through your patience, curiosity, willingness to practice the skill of attention to become aware of what you feel without judging those feelings or shutting down. You deserve access to the sacred waters of your emotional being. Don't worry. The mother won't let you drown in there. She will guide you instead to learn how to swim freely and emerge cleansed and ready for your next life steps. Healing process and affirmation. An endless, clean blue ocean is before you. Sense its peace and power. Rising up out of that ocean now is a shining, divine feminine being. Clothed in the waves, her hair shimmering in the sunlight, she raises her hand towards you, and you are showered in water from the ocean. It might be a light stream of water or a big, thoroughly cleansing. She will deliver to you what you most need. If you have pleasure, fear, uncertainty, or joy, or any other feeling or thought as this is happening, just stay present to it and allow it to come and go. Finish your healing process with this affirmation. Our Lady of Sacred Waters, Holy Mother Mary, bless me with your healing, cleansing grace. Help me to release fear, shame, guilt about my emotional life, and have the courage to flow emotionally, that I may be fed by sacred waters and nourished in all the facets of my life, in service to your plan of love. So be it. Really being in tune with ourselves, our body, our vessel, our minds, our souls, our hearts. To know what you're feeling and why. To not be afraid to dive deep within into our own darkness. What is it that you've been avoiding to face within yourself, about yourself? What have you not been wanting to admit you were hurt by that someone else did? What do you feel shameful about? All of those energies that we're feeling that is not serving us, keeping us stagnant, keeping us confused, keeping us in emotional patterns, try releasing it in the shower. Sacred water. The shower can be your sacred water if you can't get to the ocean, the beach. Because when you're in the shower one day, just think about the things you want to release and just literally envision it leaving your body and going down the drain. If you are having, you feel like you're being guided to do something and you don't know why you're doing it, or you feel like it doesn't make sense and that's holding you back, my question would be, what held you back from trying anything else new in your life? New jobs, new schools, new friends, new foods, new places, different type of clothes, wardrobe. If you're willing to try new things in any other area in your life, why wouldn't you want to try something different in this area of your life, especially if it's divinely guided? You don't have to know how. You don't need to know the plans A to Z. All you need to do is just show up. How many times have you went to work when you didn't want to? How many times have you literally walked out of your front door without knowing what was going to happen? We think we know what's going to happen, but anything can happen. So if you have that courage and that strength to leave your house every day, it's the same thing with trying something new. Because what if it does work out? What if this is your heart's desire, but you're not even realizing it because of your limiting beliefs? You have to learn how to trust your process, to trust yourself. Literally. What do you want to do? Today when I was at work, I was like, man, I can't wait until I quit this job. Not that I don't like my job, it's just working is just, I'm blessed. I'm grateful. But baby, I am tired. I don't want to, ouch. I don't want to work 10-hour shifts. What? Who wants to do that? Nobody. So I caught myself, and instead of saying, I can't wait to quit my job, I switched it, and I started telling myself, I'm leaving this job very soon for something much prosperous, something way better, something that's abundant to my soul, but also to others. I'm quitting this job soon for an abundant opportunity that will benefit me me and others for generations to come. And I trust that. I see it. I don't see where the road is leading to, but I see it. Be comfortable, or get comfortable with talking to yourself. Gratitude for joining. I do hope you were able to journal, and I hope this was beneficial. Peace.